Good day and welcome to our performance task in general mathematics, which will cover the simple and compound interests, simple and general annuities, and fair market values. We hope that at the end of this video lesson that you've learned something new and that you should be able to investigate, analyze, and solve problems involving simple and compound interest, simple and general annuities, and fair market values using appropriate business and financial instruments.
Firstly, we need to know what is the meaning of interest. It is an amount paid or earned for the use of money. So there are two kinds of interest, the simple and the compound interest. And as we go further with this video lesson and presentation, we are able to dig more understanding about the topic. So firstly, we have simple interest. Interest that is computed on the principal and then added to it.
Now that we already knew the definition and terms under simple interest, let's try this problem. If a person invests 5,000 pesos in a bank with an annual simple interest rate of 9%, how much interest will he earn after 5 years? So first, let's identify what are the given values. We have the present value P, which is 5,000 pesos, the annual simple interest rate of 9%, divide it by 100 or move two decimal places to the left and we will have 0.09 as our R. Next, we have 5 years as our T, and we have to find the interest he will earn after 5 years. So the formula to find the interest or I is present value times rate times time or simply PRT. Replace the formula with the given values and we will have 5,000 which is the P times 0.09 which is the R times 5 which is the T. So input 5,000 times 0.09 times 5 on the calculator and we will have 2,250. To answer the problem, the amount of interest he will earn after 5 years is 2,250 pesos.
And the second one is compound interest, resulting from the periodic addition of simple interest to the principal. It is the most common type of payment you will earn by lending your money to a bank.
A certain businessman deposited 10,000 pesos in a bank paying 7% compounded quarterly. At the end of 3 years, how much money will he have? Determining the given values, we have our principal or P that is equal to 10,000 pesos. The nominal rate or I raised to M is equal to 7% or 0.07. The frequency of conversion or M is 4 and our time or T is 3 years. We still don't know the value of the final amount since we are asked to find it. To find the value of F, we will use this formula. F is equal to P times the quantity of 1 plus I raised to M over M raised to MT. Substituting our given values, we get 12,314.39315. Therefore, the total amount of money the businessman will have at the end of 3 years is 12,314 pesos and 39 centavos.
So what is annuity? Annuity is a series of fixed amount payment made over a set period of time subjected to a fixed compound interest rate. Under annuity certain, there are two classifications, simple annuity and general annuity. Simple annuity is an annuity wherein the interest compounding period is equivalent to the payment interval.
So this is our sample problem about simple annuity. Cynthia is planning to build a new village. As a start, she would like to save 1.5 million pesos at the end of each month for 2 years in a fund that gives 10% compounded monthly. How much is the amount or the future value of her savings after 2 years? So first, we'll identify the given. So for the regular payment or R, uppercase R, we'll have 1.5 million pesos. And for our lowercase r or the rate, we'll have 0.10 because if you convert 10% into decimal, we'll get 0.10. So for our T or time, our T is equal to 2 years and our M is equal to 12. Why 12? Because as you can see in our problem, she will pay 1.5 million pesos at the end of each month, so monthly. So what is the conversion period of monthly? So 12. So M is equal to 12. So now we'll compute for the N. It is M times T. Our M is equal to 12 and our T is equal to 2. So it is equal to 24. The next step is solving for I. I is equal to rate over M or the conversion period, and we'll get 0.10 over 12 or 0.008333, or just simply ans in your calculator. So for our solution, future value has a formula of uppercase R or regular payment times 1 plus I raised to n minus 1 over I. If you substitute our value, we'll get 1.5 million pesos times 1 plus ans raised to 24 minus 1 over answer. And now our future value is 39,670,373.05 pesos. Therefore, the future value of Cynthia's savings after 2 years is 39,670,373.05 pesos.
So first, we must note that deferred annuity is under the simple annuity. Deferred annuity is a classification of simple annuity in which the regular payment is delayed. The payment is made after the expiration of a specified time as an incentive.
So let us try an example problem here. If money is worth 9% compounded semi-annually, find the present value of a sequence of 9 semi-annual payments of 1,250 pesos each, the first of which is due at the end of 1.5 years. So here we are going to use the formula of deferred annuity to find the present value. So the formula is P is equals to R times the quantity of 1 plus I raised to M over M times raised to the power of negative D minus the quantity of 1 plus I raised to the power of M over M raised to the power of the quantity negative D plus N over I raised to M over M. So firstly, we need to find the given, to all the given. So our I raised to M is 9% or 0.09, M is 2, and then we need to find the value of P, and N is 9, K is 2, R is 1,250, T, which is our time, which is 1.5 years or 1.5, D is K times T, which is minus 1, which is 2 times 1.5 minus 1 is equals to 2. D plus N is 2 plus 9 is equals to 11. So we only need to follow the formula. We need to substitute all the given to the formula to find the answer. So our answer will be 8,320.31. So therefore, the present value is 8,320.31 pesos.
For the next lesson, which is the general annuity, it simply states that this is an annuity wherein the interest compounding period and the payment intervals are different from each other, meaning that the M and the K are not equal.
So this is our sample problem in general annuity. John started to deposit 1,500 pesos monthly in the bank. If the interest on the account is 6% compounded quarterly, how much will the balance be after 12 years? So first, we identify the given. As you can see, our uppercase R is equal to 1,500 pesos. That's the amount that he paid monthly. Then, the M or the conversion periods. As you can see, the rate which is 6% compounded quarterly, so our M is 4. And as I said, R is equal to 0.06. Then K is the number of payments made in a year, and he paid every month. So our K is 12, and our time is 12 years. And now, we need to find the F or the future value. But first, let's solve for I. I have a formula of 1 plus R over M raised to M over K minus 1. Then we just have to substitute the values. And we'll get 4.975 times 10 raised to negative 3. But that's too long, so we'll just use answer, and you can see that in your calculator. The next that we will solve will be N. And N is equal to KT, and our K is equal to 12, and our time is equal to 12 years. So 12 times 12, our N is equal to 144. Now, let's solve for the future value. It has a formula of R times 1 plus I raised to N minus 1 over I. And we'll just have to substitute the value, and we'll have 1,500 times 1 plus answer, which is the value that is too long, then raised to 144 minus 1 over ans, or answer, and we'll get 314,603.53. So now we conclude that after 12 years, the balance will be 314,603.53 pesos.
Next, let's talk about fair market value. Fair market value or FMV or economic value of a cash flow payment stream on a particular date refers to a single amount that is equivalent to the value of the payment stream at that date. This particular date is called the focal date.
To better understand fair market value, let us answer this problem which involves fair market value with annuities. Company 1 offers 25,000 pesos every month for 1 year with an interest 6% compounded monthly. And Company 2 offers 30,000 pesos every 3 months for 3 years with an interest 5% compounded semi-annually. Which company offers better market value? To solve this problem, first let the focal date be at the end of the term, so the obligation is to the left of the focal date. Therefore, each value will be computed through accumulation. Since the value will be computed through accumulation, we need to find the future value of the annuities. Company 1 is an example of simple annuity, and based on the problem, the regular payment or R is 25,000 pesos, and the rate is 0.06, and the compounding period or M is 12 since it is compounded monthly. The term of annuity is 1 year and N is 12 computed by multiplying K and T. This is a simple annuity, so we will look for its future value using the formula F is equal to r times 1 plus j squared raised to n minus 1 all over j. J is equal to the rate over the compounding period, so J is 0.06 over 12. Substitute the values and the future value of the company is 308,389.06 pesos. We are now done in computing the future value of Company 1, so next we will compute the future value of Company 2. From the problem, we know that R is 30,000 pesos, the rate is 0.05, M is 2 since it is compounded semi-annually, T is 3, and K is 4. Since the compounding period and the payment interval is not the same, we will use the formula of computing the future value of a general annuity. F is equal to R times 1 plus I raised to n minus 1 over I. I is equal to 1 plus the rate over the compounding period raised to the number of conversions per year over the number of payments per year minus 1. And the value of I is 0.01242283,657. And for easier computation, we will input it as the answer in the calculator. We will substitute the values and we have 385,644 pesos 0.82 centavos as the future value of Company 2. Since we now have both the future value of each company, we will compare them to see which has a higher market value. Company 1 has 308,389 pesos and 6 centavos, while Company 2 has a market value of 385,644 pesos and 82 centavos. Therefore, Company 2 has a greater market value compared to Company 1.
That would conclude our lesson for this video. We hope that you've learned something new from us and that you have a very nice day. Thank you very much and stay safe.